What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to This Just In podcast, episode 33. We're back after another 1 week hiatus to bring you guys another episode. As always, my name is Justin. I'm joined here by Jared. Jared, how you doing today?
Doing solid. Can't
Yeah?
complain.
Just solid?
Yeah. Got work in an hour-ish, 2 hours.
Nice weather
So,
today. Nice.
it is. It is.
Good day. Baseball's in full swing. The NBA Finals, Jared, are this week.
Mhm.
Excited.
Get ready.
We'll get into finals talk a little bit later, but for now, we got blind rankings.
Of course.
Who's going first today?
I'll start us off because, as we normally do. But I got you blind ranking foods that start with S.
Ooh, okay. I can think of some.
All right. First, we got soup. Now, it doesn't really matter any
So I get all
type,
kinds.
but just in general, you get all. You can bundle them together, like that's kind of what it was meant for. But
Okay, I'm gonna go 3
okay.
because I do like soup. There's some really good soups,
Mhm.
but I've got a few foods in my mind that I would put ahead of it. So just in case you put those on there,
I feel like I know what you're thinking.
safe at 3.
I know what you're thinking for your one. I think I already know that. But
Okay.
next up, we got salad.
Depends on the dressing, but salad can be really good.
It could.
But is it better than soup though?
Mm,
No, I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go 4.
okay.
It's good, but it's not better than soup.
hmm Next, we got salmon.
5. I don't like fish.
Okay.
I left the 1 and the 2.
The one and then two. For our next one, we got sausage.
I'm fine with that at 2. It's good.
Okay. Your number one. What do you think? What do you think we got cooking up here?
I'm hoping you either put like steak or spaghetti up here.
We got shrimp at number one.
Okay, I don't like fish, but I do like shrimp.
Okay.
So
Okay. So
it's
it worked
not,
out.
It's not great, but it's not bad. I should have put soup
Yeah.
at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I should have put soup at 2.
And keep shrimp at the one.
I probably would have kept shrimp at the 1, yeah.
Okay. That's valid. That's valid.
A little popcorn shrimp can go fire. A little grilled shrimp's fire.
Mhm.
Fire.
Shrimp in any way is fire.
Shrimp is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I kind of sold on that one.
Yeah. I was thinking you were ready for like steak or something like that. So
I was
like,
waiting for steak or spaghetti.
I figured I just couldn't put those in because it'd be really funny if you messed it up. But
Sausage threw me off, bro. I was not expecting that. That was a good pull. That was a good pull.
elite pull.
Damn. All right. Well, I got you. I got you blind ranking styles of art.
What is going on?
We'll start
This
with
isn't
the
real.
classic drawing. You just get a little drawing.
Drawing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what you could go with after this. Like,
I had to Google
I
for
feel
one.
like it's a good 3. I'm sliding the 3. Let's keep it in
Solid
the middle.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Next, we'll go with something you kind of see often nowadays on the Instagram, a little AI art.
AI art. See, but like, there's no like talent in AI art sometimes.
I agree.
We'll sign the 5.
I agree with that. Next, we'll go with another classic. You got that canvas. You got painting.
Painting. Ooh. Okay. Could this go in the 1? This will go in the 1.
The 1.
We're
Okay.
gonna stop painting in the 1.
What do you have left then?
The 2 and the 4.
2 to 4. All right. Well, we got some other computer stuff, but this one actually requires some work. We got digital art.
Digital art. See, I don't know what could be next. I don't know if I could put that over drawing, so I'm gonna put it in 4.
Okay. Well, I think you've left some an ancient style of art. Look at the Greeks. We got some sculptures.
Okay, that's not bad.
Sculptures
bad,
are
to be
kind
honest.
of fire.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty sick. Can't lie.
Make some statues. Make some like cool looking
Yes, sir.
pictures and stuff.
Yeah, I honestly had no idea where you're gonna go with that, so
I had to
honestly, that's not a
Google
bad
the
list.
last
I'll
one.
take that.
Cause I couldn't think of sculptures. I couldn't think of like a 5th style of art or like.
That was the last one you couldn't find sculpture.
Yeah,
How'd you get digital art before sculpture?
bro. Cause like you just scrolling on Instagram, I just see like digital art made from like TV shows or whatnot. Or,
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, bro, you see it all the time, but like
That's true. That's true.
you don't just go outside and see like a sculpture. I mean,
That's fair. That's fair.
I wasn't
Yeah,
thinking of sculptures.
Can't disagree with that.
Sculptures are cool. Though. I'm
They
a
are.
sculpture enjoyer, statue enjoyer.
So sculpture enthusiast.
Yeah, build the David Frost statue.
I agree.
Well, Jerry, we may actually be talking about players that could potentially get a statue in the future. Because we got a finals matchup.
We do.
Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. Luka has fought his way to the finals, and the Celtics have walked there. So we'll talk about each team a little bit, the matchup, maybe make a little prediction here. But I want to start with you first, Jared. What do we think about Dallas matching up here against Boston?
I think it's gonna be. I think all these teams are like almost. They're kind of identical in identity sometimes. You know, for Boston, it's mostly comes down to how Tatum and Jaylen Brown play. Most of the time, and then you got the random Al Horford games or like Payne Pritchard takes over games sometimes. But we really haven't seen that too many times in the playoffs. But yeah, it's gonna come down to which duo can play better. It's the same narrative that Dallas faced in Minnesota, where you had the two bigs, or whether it's Ant or Cat, throughout the entire series, but they just didn't overpower Luka and Kyrie. So I think it's going to be very similar, depending on how healthy Porzingis is for this series. I feel like it's going to be huge. You have to see a guy like Gafford or PJ Washington possibly step up even more than they already have throughout the playoffs. But yeah, it's really going to come down to these superstars, at least in my head, because it's both environments are going to be electric. It doesn't really matter where they play, but it's going to be a lot of aggression and grit from both teams. Guys got Tatum and Luka both trying to get there first, and it's going to be a big legacy series in a way.
Yeah, I think for me the key matchup I'm looking at is the conference finals MVPs, Jaylen Brown and Luka. Because I think that's going to be each other's matchups. Because you can't put Derek White or Drew Holiday on Luka. They're too small. Luka's just gonna get whatever shots he wants. You have to put Jaylen Brown. Can Brown keep up with Luka for a full game, let alone a full series?
Yeah, that'll be tough.
And limit him. And then Luka's probably gonna end up guarding Brown. Can Brown keep up the same, offensive efficiency he did against the Pacers? I don't know. I mean, he's the highest paid player in the NBA, but it's Jaylen Brown. I'm not sure he can keep up the same pace against Dallas. We'll have to see. I think the main way I'm looking at this is Dallas's offense is kind of like what it comes down to for me, because I think if Dallas finds a way, I think Boston's going to do what Minnesota and OKC did, which is make other guys beat you. I think they tried to isolate PJ Washington in the corner and let him shoot. Obviously, it doesn't work because you can't really just stop Luka.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Boston takes a different approach. Instead of, we're going to let Luka have whatever he wants, and we're going to make these other guys beat us. We're going to make Washington in the corner beat us. We're going to make Lively down low beat us. I think they may just end up blitzing Luka.
Yeah, that's very real.
Look at him.
Yeah, it would give the help off for Jaylen Brown, sort of give him more efficient defensive possessions. If you can get a guy like Drew Holiday, maybe just step in on a nice blitz, sort of double team from time to time, throughout the game, and sort of throw Luka off so he can't get into that rhythm that he normally gets into.
I think my worry for Boston's defense is I think the Mavs are going to get a lot of switches for Kyrie. That's going to be their game plan for Kyrie is, we're going to get you off of Drew Holiday, and we're going to get Porzingis switched onto you. We're going to get Tatum switched onto you. Those guys can't keep up with Kyrie.
100%.
So Boston's going to have to find a way to kind of negate Dallas's switches, but you can't really do that when if you play around the matchups, someone not named Jaylen Brown is going to be on Luka then.
Yeah.
So
that'd be really tough to do in the biggest stage that you're going to play on. You're fumbling for matchups sort of from game to game. That's just really going to be difficult if Boston tries to do that. So hopefully they don't do that, at least from their perspective. But
yeah. And then I think for Boston's offense, I think they need to play a little bit more inside than on the perimeter like they have been. I think Porzingis, it kind of depends. Is he going to be the same after injury? I mean, what does he kind of look like? But either way, you got to attack Gafford and attack Lively, get fouls on them. They're beat up a little bit after that Minnesota series. You got to go right.
Especially Lively.
Yeah, Lively went down. Yeah, you got to go right at the basket, in my opinion.
Yeah, that'll be big for them. I know you get that, and also help open up the perimeter as well. you get guys crashing inside, and hopefully they just do the same thing they've been doing all season and shooting from the outside consistently. And so that's kind of their bread and butter so far. So if they can figure out both sides of the ball, and both interior and exterior, it should be. They might be able to not cruise through it, but have a more intent offense.
I agree. Let's go through here and let's pick someone from each team who could be a surprise X factor. So not like a Luka or like a Tatum. Someone who can come out there, have the series of their life and really make a big difference.
I might go Drew Holiday. I think he's got the veteran presence. When he played against Phoenix, he was able to stop Booker and stuff like that. And we saw it, we saw it earlier with Holiday stepping up in the final minutes. I think if he's able to play with that tenacity throughout most of the games, it's gonna be more trouble for Dallas than I think they would expect. And so he's improved from the perimeter as well. So as long as he's able to do what he does on top of that, I think it's going to be one of the biggest X factors for Boston.
I think for Boston, I'm going with Al Horford because you do have to keep the pick and roll game in check because Luka likes to run that a lot with Gafford and Lively. Someone down there is going to have to keep that game in check. Horford, veteran presence. He's been around a long time. He's seen a lot of these different pick and roll styles. He's going to need to be the guy to stop it. And I think him specifically on the defensive end could be the X factor for Boston. But what about Dallas here? They're a little bit interesting because they rely on
they are because they rely on them a lot. But I might go Daniel Gafford. I like how Daniel Gafford, he needs to step up on Porzingis when he needs to. And I think he can because they're a very high flying team when you really think about it. When you got Derrick Jones Jr., BJ Washington, and Gafford, they play some very electric ball. And so if you're able to do that, especially on defense, which is going to be one of the primary ways to stop Boston throughout the whole seven game series. But yeah, if Gafford's just able to sort of help Lively out, because Lively, we don't know how aggressive he's going to be after taking the hits that he did against Minnesota. But yeah, if Gafford is able to step up and give Luka and Kyrie that balance in the interior, I think he'd be a very big and crucial part for that team throughout the series.
I think for me, I'm gonna go Josh Green, weirdly. Because I think it's the finals, you're gonna shorten your rotation. So Green might not play as much as he has earlier in the playoffs. But when he does play, he needs to lock in on offense. When he's going to get open catch and shoot threes, he needs to hit them. If Dallas has their guys knocking down shots when Luka and Kyrie find them, they're going to win games. And you can trust PJ. You can maybe trust Tim Hardaway Jr., but they need to be able to trust Josh Green. So I think I'm going to pick him. He needs to be able to hit those shots if Dallas is going to have a chance to win this game or win the series.
Exactly. I agree.
So that kind of brings us here. We talked about both teams, both sides, what they need to do. Jared, it is first of all, it is time to address something. Because I believe when we were doing our playoff bracket, I may or may not have been on record of saying the Dallas Mavericks were my championship pick. The Western Conference champion pick.
I think we both agreed that whoever wins that series will go. I feel like we said that whoever wins that first round series is at least going to the Western Conference Finals, and if not making it to the finals. So
I want to say I had said
you did say Dallas
was my finals pick from the Western Conference, but I need to go back and double check that. But I'm like 90% sure.
I think you did, because that was the one series that we said was going to be the biggest regarding the future of the bracket itself. So
I mean that series did end up being it would have changed, I think, if Dallas didn't come out of that first round series.
Probably. I think the Clippers would have been able to get by the Thunder just because of how they play and how young.
I think the Timberwolves are probably in the finals if Dallas.
But the Timberwolves they definitely could have gotten past them. But I don't know. I just really like the Clippers for some oddball reason. So I was gonna ride with them.
Yeah, they might lose Paul George this offseason, but we
That'd
both
be tragic.
Picked the Celtics to win.
We did.
In
that almost felt guaranteed.
Are you sticking with that now?
I'm not going to stick with it. I don't see the Celtics winning this series. I think this game it's either going to go to 6 or 7. I don't think there's really a way where it's less than that. And so I'm going to take Dallas in 7. It's going to be a competitive series. You got guys going at it. Like I said earlier, it's a legacy series for both Luka and Tatum, especially more Tatum because he's been here multiple times and so not been able to get past that hump. So, but I don't think he does it. Dallas is riding a very hot hand, and Boston hasn't really faced that competitive of a team, especially drawing Indiana in the conference finals.
This one's tough for me because I really don't want Boston to win. And I do think this goes 6 or 7. I think it's the type of series where like Dallas might take game 1 on the road just because Boston doesn't really know their matchups yet. Mm-hmm. But once they kind of get into it, I think they might just be a little bit too much for Dallas because the depth of Boston is so much.
It is.
I mean, so much better than Dallas. Yeah. I think they're just gonna run out of gas some point in this series. I'm gonna go Boston in 7. I hate it. Go Sixers.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's gonna be too much, bro. Are we gonna get like a Luka Jimmy Butler moment where he's just sitting there like
just laying down?
Yeah, dude.
Collapses on the court after game 6 or 7, depending if they win or lose.
I don't know if Celtics fans are gonna get in Kyrie's head. He's kind of a wild card.
Yeah, Porzingis is back in Dallas. A lot of storylines.
Yeah, it's
the entire series.
There's a lot of guys in this series. Like there's history in this one. This one's
there's a lot riding on this. It's gonna be entertaining.
I saw people on Twitter talking about the last time a 26-year-old led Eastern Conference super team went up against a ringless foreign Western Conference team. It was Miami and Dallas with Dirk Nowitzki.
History repeats itself. Oh my goodness.
That would be kind of crazy though.
That'd be kind of crazy. And also kind of funny at the same time.
I think I'm rooting for Dallas, but I'm
rooting for Dallas.
But I was always rooting for whoever came out of the West, unless it was Denver. So that was my
the Jokic hatred.
Oh, listen, overrated players shouldn't win championships.
That's overrated players shouldn't win championships.
You know what I'm saying, man? I'm just here so I don't get fouled. Hey, you know Embiid's still the playoff points per game leader, right?
But he's on the couch. So
hey, playoff performer or not, bro had to play with Tobias Harris.
It's like the same thing when I saw at the Evan Mobley defensive stats. Like he was leading in like blocks and steals even after us losing the series.
Yeah, but he didn't play with Tobias Harris.
Well, yeah, we got Georges Niang.
I would trade Tobias for Niang in a heartbeat, bro.
There's no way. You genuinely want Georges Niang getting minutes on that Sixers roster.
Sign Tobias Harris this offseason, and I'm going to laugh so hard. I can't wait.
He has to be better than Niang. He literally has to be.
Dude, Niang.
At least he's more athletic.
Niang scored more in the playoffs than Harris did, and Harris is the third option.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know. I just can't stand watching Georges Niang try to drive to the basket. It's just, it's sad.
0 points in Game 7. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, that sucks. I guess.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. We have a draft pick at least, and the Cavs have a first round pick as well. So
that's true.
Well, coming home. Really, draft is this month. Maybe next episode might be a mock.
It is. It could be. It could be mock drafts.
Make a little picks, and the Cavs and Sixers 4 picks apart. I think it's 16 and 20.
Yeah.
So hopefully we take your guy. And
no, we're taking Bronny. Then LeBron's coming home.
We're taking Bronny in the first.
Yes, sir. Bring Bron back.
It's gonna happen. I just don't know which team's gonna do it.
There's no way that even. Like, I don't even know.
40. Even if he doesn't go first, he's like top of the second round.
For sure. Yeah. What stupid team could he go to?
Phoenix is gonna be like, "Hey, we took your son. You gonna come over here?"
The big four: Kevin Durant,
like, nah, y'all
Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, LeBron, and they somehow still can't make it out the first round.
I have a weird feeling that the Sixers are gonna do it because they think they can get Bron in free agency. I have a weird feeling we're just gonna take Bronny.
That'd be hilarious. You guys draft Bronny and LeBron just does not show up. That'd be crazy draft bait.
Tobias Harris and Bronny, crazy duo.
Dynamic duo. Trade Embiid.
No,
build around Tobias Harris and Bronny.
No. Dude, I don't want to see Tobias Harris in a Sixers jersey again, man. I would be so sad.
James Harden comes back.
I'd be fine with that. He was pretty good.
But you're trading Embiid. because you're building around
No.
Tobias and
When I'm building around Tobias and James Harden.
and Bronny.
Hey,
That's the big three right there.
Y'all build around George Niang and Karis LeVert and come back.
George Niang, Karis LeVert, and Max Strus. Who's stopping that?
Kind of a fire trio.
We trade everybody.
Bro, that's like
But somehow
the
we keep
old
up with-
Nets trio. It's just Karis LeVert and Jared Dudley. all
Dude,
again.
I didn't realize how bad the Nets team is on 2K. They're like really bad.
Yeah, they suck.
Mikal Bridges is an 83.
He's only an 83.
Yeah.
What's Cam Thomas?
81 or 82, I think. But they just, yeah, they're a really bad team, and I didn't realize that until last night.
Were you playing
them.
2K for? Bro was hooping
What?
on 2K.
I was hooping on, yeah, I was hooping on 2K for a little bit.
Okay.
Not a very fun team to play with.
No, bro, the Nets are.
Lonnie Walker's pretty cool though. He was hooping.
Hey,
Can't
you
lie.
seen that the trailers for EA 25? CFB?
I did. I saw that.
It looks
It
so
looks
good, bro.
It looks good.
You know I
I'm so
hate on
ready.
Madden gameplay all the time. This looks so much better.
Those are yeah. It's so much different. It's,
Looks so
What
good.
team are you gonna start with?
Dude, I mean, I gotta go with Cincinnati, right? Like
That's true. They'd be a good rebuild team.
outside of
Sorry.
like Cincy, I'm thinking about Cal, bro.
Ooh,
They got a good
That's-
running back. They're in the ACC now.
that's a good one.
They're kind of like
I was thinking about Charlotte just because they're new.
Charlotte.
I feel
Yeah,
like-
the new teams.
They'd be pretty fun.
Like I was thinking about like a bad Power 5 team, or I guess Power 4 now. So I'm like
Vandy.
Cal, maybe Rutgers, maybe like Georgia Tech, or kind of my
Ooh.
ideas.
Mhm. We have to do a Michigan State one eventually.
Yeah, I assume you'll do. I'll be doing a lot of different dynasties.
They'd be a fun one. They'd be a fun one.
I'm gonna be playing this game so much.
Yeah, it's gonna be almost unhealthy.
Hey, I will not come out of my room on July 19th.
Are we thinking online dynasty, 2-man online dynasty?
I'm so down. Dude, we got a random school though.
Of course. I can't
You
wait
can't
to
pick
get
your school.
Ohio State
You're-
and you
You're
get
gonna end
UTEP,
up with like Alabama, and then we get like I don't know Tulane, and then
Alabama versus Tulane's playing every year.
oh, you know what we do for the custom dynasty is we random roll schools for each of us,
Mhm.
and then we put ourselves together in a conference with like 8 other random schools. We make a new conference, all random.
Oh, okay. What if we just realign every conference random?
Yeah, we'll just random spin every conference.
Random every conference.
Like
That'd be so fun.
one of us is gonna be like Bama, the other Tulane, and then our conference is gonna be like Ohio State, Oklahoma, you know, no
Michigan,
state.
Auburn,
Auburn.
Kennesaw State. Just
You
somehow
get a
find
little
their way
like
in there.
Jacksonville State in there. I
Yeah,
can't
that-
wait for
It's
right,
gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun.
gonna be. I need to see how recruiting works though. They haven't released that yet.
True.
But
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like the point system how it was in 14.
yeah. I'm gonna throw out every single amount of bills that I would have.
I'm gonna throw the bag at these 5-star recruits.
I'm recruiting 1 5-star every year, but giving him an absolute bag to play.
He's getting that
before you-
Lambo deal. He's getting the Raising Canes deal.
He's getting everything.
He's getting all the money.
If he's a 5-star, you're getting the car, and
He
that's
gets
how
my
it's gonna work.
coaching office. He gets his own office, his own locker room.
He's gonna be coaching every practice. He's gonna be teaching. He's gonna be. He can do it all.
He's a new athletic director.
He's a new.
Bro just gets everything.
Bro's the president of the school now.
Actually, you're just like the NCAA commissioner now.
He's the commit. He's realigning conferences. He's
Bro
gonna
becomes
raid.
an NFL GM and drafts himself.
That'd be so fun.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm
give him the
excited
keys to the city.
Yeah, but you get the keys to the country. He's the president.
He's all because we threw him a car at a non-prestigious school to play 4 years of football.
Listen, I need that 5-star at Sam Houston State, bro.
Need that natty.
I need that.
I don't get. We don't deal with what happens after that. We just need the natty.
5-star QB.
Exactly.
Oh man. Yeah, that might be all I got for this episode. You got anything else, Jared?
I don't got anything else.
Yeah. As always, these episodes come out. Should be resuming weekly now. We're both a little bit back to our grind. Grind never
I
stops.
grind set. Mhm.
Only pause for a week. As always, leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you do get the episodes. The Instagram is a little bit more active now. I'm remembering to actually post on that. So you're going to want to follow that. It's in the description. Both me and Jared's socials are also all in the description. Everything down there for you guys to follow. And yeah, that's all we got, Jared. What you got
I
here?
don't got anything else to make it a good week.
Make it a good week, and we'll see you all in the next episode.
Indeed.